You'll be fine, I promise. Look, man, back in the back in the fucking day. Oh, I fucked up. We're in the game. Look, man, back in the day.
All right.
Look, stream. I'll be honest. Let's go through this. Let's go through my life cycle. It's coming up as a professional Call of Duty player. Back in the day, when I was in middle school, let's say I'm 22 years old. I'm 22 and a half technically. Back in middle school was when I was playing, like 6th grade. I was playing like Halo 2. Well, no, it was like 7th grade. Anyway, look, I stopped playing baseball. Call of Duty 4 was like my 8th grade, my 7th. I was playing Halo before I played Call of Duty. Well, because back then when I played COD 2 in public matches and shit, I was just chilling, you know, wasn't taking it so serious competitive wise. Fucking in middle school somewhere, I was playing Halo 2, living normal life, just playing Halo 2 for fun. I got into it so much that I transitioned into Halo 3 and Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4 in 08, I took really serious. Got into the competitive side of it.
Is that right?
Bets, right? Yeah. Got into the competitive side of it. And you know damn well, like, I was fighting my parents. Like, fighting my parents. Not, like, legit fighting, but, like, fighting on the fact that, like, yo, I'm trying to play this. Like, I think I'm good enough, whatever. I'm trying to fucking succeed at this. And thus, like, I was trying to keep up grades, like, argue, like, yeah, like, I can play this much, whatever. Until 2010, well, I mean, 2009, I was still getting, like, some checks from, like, online tournaments. So it was kind of like showing them, you know, like, hey, like, I'm actually getting some money from this, like, you know, like, instead of, hey, work a part-time job. The fucking close range time to kill in this game is broken. They gotta fix it. I even worked a job in 9th grade.
Where'd you work?
I worked at this park. It was actually pretty dope.
Oh, my eyes. I got an eyelash in my eye.
It was actually pretty dope. Anyway, 2009. I worked like a summer or whatever. I was like, fuck that shit. We're playing. We get a few checks in the mail, right? I'm like, yo, mom, dad, like, look, I'm making some money. Relax. Anyway, ended up 2010 happened. MW2. I was starting to get, like, you know, some decent money. You know, some online tournament checks coming in the mail. $100 here. You know, $50 there. $100 here. Adding up. And then playing the PCLs, I get second one. It's like 1,000. Qualify. I got second a lot actually. No, it wasn't 1,000. It was 375 each for each second place. So I got like second 4 times in 4 different PCLs. Qualify for Nats on PS3. Pick up Teep. I'm like, yo, like, this is still like, my parents still are like, what the fuck? Like, not what the fuck, but they're just like they think I'm wasting my time, right? Like, they still don't get it. They still don't see it. And dude, this is a lot harder. Back then, Call of Duty was a lots looking like it was looking slow. It wasn't much to play. It wasn't much money to make. It was way different. Everything was online. Anyway, 2010. Fucking qualify for Nats. It's like November. I drop Cynical. I pick up Teep. We're going to Nats. It's me, Miles, Juggonometry, and TP. We're going to Nats. We're hella hype. My dad, I was 16 at the time. My dad at the time was like, what? You're not about to go to Dallas, like, by yourself to go play a video game tournament? Like, what? Like, no. Whatever. You know, typical, like, parent being overprotective, not understanding what the hell their child is talking about. So anyway, end up, sponsor covers the hotel room, okay? So I had to get my flight. So I bought my flight and my dad, right? And my dad comes out, like, the only way he would go is if he came out with me. So, he comes out, MLG Dallas, 2010, in the Hilton Anatole Hotel. It was actually a really dope event. He comes out, whatever, he sees what's going on, and he's blown away, mind blown, like, can't believe what he's looking at, like, can't believe what's involved in this. And bam, like, from that moment on, my dad's, like, my biggest supporter, like, all about it, understands it. Where the fuck did this guy go? Did he really wrap middle? Come on, be right here. Oh, you ruined my clutch. Anyway, point being, he saw it, mind blown. As soon as that moment happened, as soon as my dad walked in the doors, saw the fucking multi-million-dollar equipment at MLG Dallas, the massive main stage, the screens, the projector screens on all sides, saw all of that, that moment on, he understood. He got it. He understood what I was talking about. He understood what I was doing. He understood why I stayed up so late on some nights, you know. Like, my schedule, I'm not kidding, guys, was like, in early high school, after I quit baseball and everything, like, it was literally... I'm up till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning playing Call of Duty in some form just because I wanted to be the best, right? Like, I was playing competitive Call of Duty till 2, 3 a.m. in the morning playing GB, just scrimming, whatever it was. One shot, bro. Hella late. Getting like 3 hours of sleep to wake up, go to school, do my best at school, come back home, take like a 2-3 hour nap after school to then eat dinner and then get right back on and play all night, right? Like managing my homework somewhere in there, trying to do my best. Point being, anything you care about in life, you're gonna have to put hella time into, no matter what. Call of Duty just so happens to be an example that I have. You suck at throwing stuns.
Right.
My parents didn't understand it. They didn't get it. Like, they just thought I was a kid who was obsessed with video games and not realizing that I was like ruining my future, whatever it may have been. So then it got to the point where we got second at Dallas. We got like $2 grand each or something like that. And yeah, my parents finally understood. Like finally, after like 2.5, 3 years of like begging, explaining, not getting through, and then bam, understood. And once you like got to that moment where they understood and they kind of gave you your leeway and like respected it and whatever, it all just became so much easier. Like, it just got so much easier. Like, I was able to play. I didn't have to fucking sit there and debate and argue. You're gonna get sniped. Debate and argue and fucking convince and explain and whatever, everything that I was doing. Like, it came second nature. They understood, right? They got it. So it was like 2-3 years where I was battling them to understand and get it until they finally did. And then bam, 2011 happened. The pro circuit was announced for Call of Duty. We won 2 of the events. We had a pretty good year. 2012 happened. This was my senior year. 2012 was Modern Warfare 3, and it was a trash year. COD had no LAN support. Wow. COD had nothing. You know, there was nothing to play, nothing to do. There was some online tournaments. So my 2012, which was my senior year, was actually my year to take a break from Call of Duty, and I did. TP used it to stream, but I finished up senior year. I took a break from Call of Duty. I graduated. I moved out after my birthday, like literally like 3 days after my birthday. I moved out. Me and a longtime friend of mine named DJ moved down to Wilmington, which is a beach here in North Carolina, to go to school, to go to college.
On the bridge.
And then I came back. Nadeshot offered me and Teeb an opportunity to go to EGL 8 in Manchester, UK, to play with him in this EGL Modern Warfare 3 tournament, where we ended up getting like 4th, I think, or 5th. And then yeah, and then that kind of, and as soon as that happened, you know, I had to apply for a passport. I was living on my, or not living on my own. I was living with a roommate down in Wilmington. I was like figuring out how to get a fucking passport. Went to Manchester, came back, and then as soon as that, I hit up Teep. I'm like, yo, Teep, next year's gonna be huge. Black Ops 2. We got Quanic back after taking a break for so long. We got Quanic on our side still, and me and Teep were looking for teammates, and we ended up teaming with Fears, who at the time I had played with a lot in 2011. I had known him since 2010. Actually, I'd known him since COD 4, and I knew he was hella good in the beginning. So we pick up Fears, and then Crim6 was returning from Halo. Crim6 was returning from Halo, and I had known Crim in 08 and 09 and how good he was, and even at the start of MW2. So I hit up Teep. I'm like, yo, Teep. Like, Teep was 100% against this decision. I couldn't convince Teep if I tried. I was like, Tyler, listen to me. We need to play with Crim. Crim's good at fucking... He'll be good at Call of Duty. He'll grind. He'll put in the time. So I finally convinced Tyler. Like, it took me weeks to convince Tyler to play with Crim6. So this is the end of 2012. Black Ops 2 is about to come out. Everyone's playing Black Ops 1 8s, right? I struggled to convince Tyler. We ended up picking up Krim. We're playing Black Ops 1 8s on like the old console, and Krim's calling me like, "Yo, dude, can you get on and pick me in these 8s? Like, no one will pick me. No one believes I'm good. No one wants to like let me play." So I'm like hopping on COD, like picking, like being like, "Yo, I'll play." And like at the time, my rep in COD was pretty high. You know, Jesus Christ, dude. My stock as a player was high. So it was very easy for me to get on and be like, "Hey, like, look, I'm picking teams. I'm a captain in 8s, whatever." Picking Krim. Krim's grinding. He's kind of bad. Like, he'll even admit this. Krim was really bad at the beginning when he was trying to play Black Ops 1. And at this point, Teep was doubting me even more. He's like, "Bro, Krim blows." Anyway, Black Ops 2 comes out. Krim plays more than anybody. Like, just anybody. Like, he grinds the fuck out of the game. Gets hella good, right? Krim gets nasty. Black Ops 2. Just really fucking good. And so it's me, Krim, Teep, and Fears, and we win the Frag Cup, which is the Machinima tournament that was in like the middle of November, right after the game came out, 2 weeks. We win, and Teep's like, "Wow, like, I'm glad I listened. Like, you're right. He's fucking nasty. We're nasty. Whatever." We go to UMG Chicago, which is the event I ended up pushing Nade. We get second. Well, we got second while winning the map count. So I personally was like just hella pissed at how the tournament was ran, the structure. Not exactly the reason me and Nate got into like the little scuffle we did or whatever. But regardless, like we lost UMG event, but it should have been a continuation series and it wasn't. It ended up being like a 2 best-of-5 series. And we won the map count 5-4, but lost the tournament. So it was dumb. We got second. And at the time, Frico, who we beat, which was John, 2Quick, Killa, and Pharma, we beat them, and 2Quick played amazing, okay? 2Quick played amazing. Really good. And yeah, the UMG Chicago event was like, no patch on any of the systems. It was a full auto foul that had already been nerfed, that we just were playing with no patch. It was really whack. 2 left. Wow. Fuck on the bullet. Yeah, we lost, whatever. And we're like, we weren't sure in Fears, like we weren't confident. Even though he played decent, he seemed like distracted that event. I don't know really what happened. Anyway, we weren't confident, so we were like, wow, 2Quick played hella good. But at the time, we were known as the best team in the game. Like, even though Optic won the event, we're playing this out. Fuck this. Even though Optic won the event, we were still known. Wait, do I gotta end it like by the rules?
I don't know. If we switch his teams,
I just played out. Whatever. Anyway, by like the community vote, like we were still known as the best team. Like everyone was like, Cole's still the best team. So we dropped Fears. We're looking for a 4th. It's us 3, me, Teep, Krim. And at the time, we could have picked up Karma. Wow, he's inside bottom room, left door. At the time, we could have picked up Karma. We decided not to pick up Karma because if we picked up Karma, that meant Krim had to switch. But down low, down low. Woo. Man, Krim had to switch to an AR, which was the foul role at the time. And we weren't confident with that, like, because Krim and Karma kind of did the same thing. And we weren't really like, we didn't want Krim to switch his role because Krim was so good with a sub. So we ended up picking up 2Quick, who was the best AR on Farico. Like, 100% was at UMG Chicago. 2Quick was the best AR on Farico. So we pick up 2Quick. We go to MLG Dallas, or no, we do the league play grind to qualify for champs. This is what killed, I think, 2Quick's like just everything. Like that league play grind, we played 900 4v4 matches on Black Ops 2 league play in 1 month. We qualified. We get the 8th or this like the 6th spot in the online league play qualification. It's like 827 matches or something like that. And 2Quick just kind of changed as a player throughout that period. We go to MLG Dallas. We get 4th. We weren't really happy. We didn't really think 2Quick was the same player that he was when we picked him up. I think it was the fact that we played that league play thing, which kind of adjusted 2Quick and how he played the game. Anyway, so rosters a lot. We can't make a move. We go into champs. We get 4th. Still not, not happy, kind of pissed off. We pick up Clayster. We actually picked him up that night. Clay was in the lobby drinking a beer. I texted him, I'm like, yo, come into my room real quick. It was like 3 of us just chilling in our room. I was like, yo, come into my room real quick. Let's talk. I got some plans, got some ideas to SAS. Got some plans I want to run by you. So he comes up, we talk. I'm like, yo, Clay, like, did hella good at Dallas. I think you're a good player.
Can we win this map? Can we like try real quick?
Yeah, I'm trying. It's 4-5, right? He's back. I stunned one close and one's deeper than they are.
Hitting deep.
So anyway.
Auto house. Absolute. I'm staying down.
Oh, he's below you?
I killed below me. I killed below me.
Oh, okay.
Is that the barrier guy?
I don't see him at barrier. He moved.
Wait,
he's in the building.
Got shots at him. Absolute.
He's even weaker. Yeah, hit him again. Okay, he's in the broken. Just stay alive. Don't rush him. So I talked to Clay for like a good 30.
Middle cross.
I'll just come over here.
Do you have my broken side? I like middle.
Where are you at? Sit in this corner. There you go. Yeah, just sit there. I'll sit here. So we talked to Clay. Clay understands. He gets it. So Clay's like, I don't know. I'll think about it. But I could like looking into someone's eyes. You know what they're thinking. I could tell. What the fuck? This guy saw me? Oh, you're not stream watching, bro. What? You don't just check that. You don't just check that, you fucking cheater. He's in broken.
Think it's a good spot like this? Or no.
Truthfully, I think it's a horrible spot, but it might work.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you already committed to it. You might as well keep it. Throw a stun at where the granny propane is. Right. Good shit, baby. 5-5, right?
Uh-huh.
This motherfucker's cheating. Why is he in ravine? Like, come on, bro. Could you make it any more obvious to Keeve?
Yo, look at that. He was just already in the corner.
I know, he was literally getting ready for you. Fucking cheater. You win this stream, bro. Like, fuck you. Anyway, Clay knew he wanted to join. He kind of like played like the hard to get role. Like you're trying to like flirt with a girl, and he's like, oh, like I know I got all this to offer, but like that's kind of how Clay played it out. But like
Go straight to B. Go straight to B.
in my mind, I knew what Clay was thinking. Clay was not an idiot. He was the oldest one on his team. He couldn't play in 18+ events. He was the best one on his team.
One cross. I think I needed B. Okay.
So it took Clay all of like an hour to go back to the lobby and then
Bridge?
text me, yeah, I'm down to join.
Stay down.
Ah, where are they
You
at?
guys shooting me?
Weak. I'm planning B. It
Oh,
took
yeah,
Clay
that's across.
all of an hour to join the team. After like playing hard to get for so long. We won this, right?
Yeah.
Good shit, baby. That's what I like to see. 2-0.
Mount.
You out? Alright. Good luck with what you're doing. Hope it all works
Yeah.
out.
Have fun in your.
I'll try my best, brother. Take it easy. Text me if you want to play later. Later.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright, stream. So before I hop on Discord with Nate Shot and crew. Anyway. Clay's milking it, right? Like he's like, I know I got this fat booty. Like I know you like you want me, but I'm gonna think about it. Anyway, Clay goes back to the lobby after he's in our room. Takes all of an hour, 45 minutes, like tops. He texts me and he's like, yo, yeah, I'm down. Like, yeah, let's make this happen. Whatever. So I'm like, alright. So I hit up Cole. I hit up Complexity. And I'm like, yo, like, this is the move we gotta make. Whatever. Make it happen. So about a month and a half goes by. We're grinding, right? We're like, damn, we're nice. Like, we got the foul ban. I worked with Haggy a lot to get that ban because it was just so dumb. The Cat 40s as well. We get it banned, and Clay's nasty with the M8. He's hella good. We're all really good. Team's meshing well. The thing about that team that made us so good was the fact that all of us wanted to be the best one on the team. All of us had that mentality where we all want to be the best player, the one that's talked about. But in a sense that we don't want to be the spotlight hero. Like, we're not going to kill whore. Like, we're all playing for the win, right? We're all, like, playing the role we need to play to get the dub at the end of the day. We'll all bait for each other. But at the same time, we want to be the one making the biggest and the best plays. And that helped us so much because it was all like an inner competition, especially for me and Krim. Me and Krim got in a lot of arguments, a lot of like heated debates about how to play, why to do this, why to do that. And we went at each other, but we went at each other in a sense that where no matter what, we were just bettering each other. Like we were going neck and neck, but we were bettering each other as we did it. And Teep was kind of like just the middleman. He was always a neutral, kind of relaxed, calm personality. Not gonna really get in an argument. Just gonna say, all right, man, yeah, you're right. Like we'll try that. And having Teep, and then having me and Krim, which were really strong personalities on the team, and then Clayster, who kind of played devil's advocate, but at the same time, Clay had a very strong opinion. We all worked so well to make each other better. And I don't think to this day any team has had that type of one mentality and two just like team chemistry where we weren't the team that were always going to get along, the team that was always going to, yeah, good job, bro. We would hype each other up, but like we weren't going to sit there and like be fake with each other. We were very real, very upfront and blunt about our opinions, and it made us better. Anyway, go to Anaheim. We shell on Impact. We win the tournament. Show on everybody. The Cole run starts, and then once the Cole run started, to get back to where this was, my parents just kind of understood, right? Like from that point, my parents were like, all right, like this is what he's doing full time. So right before Champs with Too Quick of 2013, I decided, well, I finished up the year. I finished out the school year. And then I decided that, hey, I was going to take off college, At the time, it just wasn't worth putting so much time and effort into school and missing out on Call of Duty. And a lot of people don't know this, but Impact, none of them were in school. Not one of them were in college. They were all out of high school. Not one of them had any priorities outside of Call of Duty. And Teep had a girlfriend. Teep was in school. Krim was in school. I was in school. I also had a girlfriend at the time. Clay was in school, and Clay was still trying to balance his, his living with his friends, going out life. So we all had a lot of priorities outside of Call of Duty, which distracted us in that time period, whereas Impact did not. And Impact played non-stop every day. And we were like, yo, like these guys are only edging us out because of how much they're able to play. So we all had this mutual talk. It was all four of us. Well, it was actually before we picked up Clay, so it was all three of us. Me, Krim, and Tyler. Yo, guys, let's all take off school. It's worth it. Like, we can go back. We have real money to make here. We have a real opportunity in front of us where we can be the best, run the tournaments, make a lot of money, and benefit by it. So we all took off college after Champs. It was actually right before Champs, because Champs was in like April and I had just finished, I think, or I was ending at that time. So after Champs, we all finished school. We took off. We finished the semester and then went out. And then my parents kind of understood. Like they kind of like at first they were kind of like weird about it. Because at the time I was deciding like, hey, am I staying in Wilmington where I'm living to go to school, or am I moving back home, whatever. And we were all kind of really curious about it. We didn't know how it was going to play out. We didn't know how it was going to work. We weren't really sure if taking off school was a good idea. Like, yeah, the idea of making money playing Call of Duty was there, but taking off school and pursuing any type of career that's got no real longevity is always a really questionable decision, something you have to look at thoroughly. Anyway, we all decided to. We dropped Too Quick, pick up Clay. The Cole run starts. And at that point, my parents just... they didn't fight me on it. My parents kind of knew. I just made 25 grand. More than that. I made 25 grand at Champs alone. I'd already made like 33 grand on Black Ops 2, and the game's 5 months in. My parents just understood. And from that point on, I still never have had to... I just didn't have to convince them, like, the reasoning behind my decisions. And yeah. And then ever since then, like, yeah, my parents are kind of like, hey, you need to go back to school. Hey, you need to do this, do that. But it's still one of those things where, like, if the opportunity to make money is there, and if I'm pursuing it without wasting time and being lazy, then right now, there's no real reason for me to go back to school full time. There's kind of the idea that, hey, I have to take online classes and do this and that. But yeah. Because if you get to a point where you're making money, right, and if I'm saving money, then I get to the point that the money I've made, I will be able to invest and put in other things. And there's plenty of opportunities I can go into with maybe real estate, mess with the stock market a little bit, just different opportunities, while I could also go back and get my degree while making money that way. Anyway, I think someone asked in the chat, why did we drop Clay? It came down to the fact that Clay was viewing where we got and where we were differently than us. We felt like he wasn't taking it serious. Not in fact that he wasn't grinding, but we went to this Machinima gig. We had a work for hire type gig to do the prestige race at Machinima, and we could just tell Clay's attitude and mentality toward like the business side of stuff, like, hey, this is our job, getting shit done, just wasn't the same. And Clay just kind of drifted off into this like not relating to us as teammates did. And back then, the way Call of Duty was different is no one hung out with a bunch of players. Like at events, you majority hung out with your team. Online, you hung out with your team. There wasn't this, you know, big Skype chat with all the pros. There wasn't this, you know, clicky high school vibe to Call of Duty. It was all just like, yo, this is my team. These are my business partners. We're all gonna stay together, grind together, and get better together. Take it really serious. And Clay was drifting off of that, and his performance was weird because Clay knew how good he was. Like there was no skill involved in Clay's dropping. Clay knew how good he was, but he wanted to play the game his way, and he wanted to argue a lot of things like that was just really unproductive, and it was causing a strain on our team. And at the time, Damon was very good, and we had the opportunity to get Damon, and we knew like, hey, if we get Damon, then you know we're gonna be very good, just as good, if not better. And so we made the move. We won UMG Philly. We got second at the regional event, but it was a really weird event with no prize, and there was a lot of travel issues. It was just a weird event. We lost like 6-4 in a best of 11 SB, and then we won champs. And then you know after champs, we went to X Games. We got third. We should have took it way more serious than we did. We won UGC Niagara, and then went to X Games and got third. But at that time, after we won UGC Niagara, I had been in conversations with EG for a little while, and we were all really focused on making that move happen, and that really distracted us from X Games. You know, we flew out to San Francisco. We got signed to EG. We did a lot. We also went to a development studio working on a game. Did some consultant work in Canada. We were just very distracted after Niagara, and we didn't get too much time to play for X Games. And then we lost. We got third, and then we went into Anaheim with the Fire, won. And then Damon was having some personal things going on. His baby was coming. We had to take off time. We had to take off an event. We took off UMG Dallas, which Denal ended up winning, I believe. And then we went to Gfinity. TB proposed to his girlfriend, and there was just a lot of team personal shit that was happening that caused our team to kind of implode. So Damon, you know, there was a lot of arguments going on, and Damon had a lot going on personally, and we decided it was best that Damon left. And then we picked up Dito, which was a dumb decision. Like, not that anything against Dito, we just rushed the decision. Like, we were nervous with the roster lock for season 3. There's a lot going on. We just rushed the decision. I also entered a relationship at the time. Just a lot of shit went wrong outside of Call of Duty that like personal things costed that team to continue its successful run. And we went to ESWC with Dito, won, and then after that our contracts were close to ending. And I'll be honest, guys, the plan at the time was we were going to come back from ESWC, we were going to drop Dito, and we were going to pick up Formal, and it was going to be an EG type team, me, Krim, Formal, Teep, and we were going to continue it. But I believe Krim and Formal got the offer to go to Optic, and they took it. And then Krim could have been a little bit more upfront because we had the impression we were sticking. And then from then, Optic bought out our contracts from EG, and we were free to go. And then I joined FaZe and won the first event. And then after that, And then you know the story. I lost my drive in Call of Duty after I won that event, and AW happened. I still managed to get third. And then, yeah. So basically, that long rant started from how I got my parents to understand what I was doing and what I was overcoming at the time. Chargers, I missed your sub. I know you're not a first-time sub, but welcome back, my man. I hope you win the giveaway. Alright, someone asked would I team with Clay again? Yeah, of course I would. Clay's a good player. I think Clay benefits with someone like me. I don't know his opinion on that, but I think so. Clay's very good. Clay's the type of person that he needs someone to bounce his ideas off of. And I provided Clay that, and we got to great solutions, and we figured a lot out together. And I think on his team now, he doesn't really have that. He has two young guns in Tommy and Attach who are very good, not as experienced, and they have a Nabel who comes from Halo background, which, yeah, he's experienced, but with the Call of Duty concepts, they need someone who can bounce strategical ideas off of that they reply and not just agree. But yeah, that is that's all I got from that story. I'm joining the Nadeshots Discord server, and we're gonna get some 4v4 UMGs in before this kickoff. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Hope I gave some insight and filled you guys in on a lot of things you didn't know. And yeah.